Hey guys, and welcome back to Dorne, where Nymeria is helping out Mors Martells in uniting Dorne. So far, things have gone to plan. We have a lot of soldiers. We have more soldiers than the other kings throughout Dorne. So this really should be easy going from this point onwards, unless they somehow ally together to face off against us. I'm feeling quietly confident, but obviously there's still other Westerosi lords to deal with, and of course in the east the massive Valyrian freehold could always be a bit of a problem in the future. We have no idea what the future is going to hold for us, but Nymeria is leading us on regardless. She knows the power of the Valyrian freehold. She knows the anguish and the horrors that can be faced by anyone that faces against it. So I don't think we're going to go against Valyria anytime soon. Now I do want the Illyrian family to vassalize. I think it's definitely possible. So we're going to go attack Vaith first so we can get some nice borders going. Vaith is led by Queen Cassella Vaith, a very old lady, 59 years old, attractive apparently. Her daughter is set to inherit. She's a matrilineal marriage with someone who, yes, looks very Valyrian himself. And he has lots of children actually before even marrying her. But they have a little boy called Gerald Vaith who is attractive, but we're going to try and conquer them, which I cannot do apparently. Maybe I've got to wait a little bit longer before I can actually attack. Okay, got to wait for the CB to come back possibly. Something's that happens. Yeah, there we go, perfect. Sometimes you notice that. De jure over Vaith. So that should be the whole thing. I could just do for that. So we're going to do that right now. Just make sure she has no allies. She does have a non-aggression pact with Volantis, which could be a problem. He's actually related to them. Interesting. So the Vaiths have managed to kind of get involved with them. But we'll cut them down to size. This shouldn't be too difficult. They're on their obligations here. Of course, we do have the Jourdain family underneath us. They have capitulated to the Martell's superiority. He's a good warrior as well. Skilled fighter. Very good leader of men. Harmon Jourdain should be very useful in the fight to unite these realms. But obviously we have to wait to see if he actually does help us. Let's get the men together. These men probably won't be so useful. You'll go down to this one if you can get down there. He'll take up arms to defend us. Good job. He doesn't have that many men though, because we did kill most of his men. But she doesn't have many men herself. I think if we take this, this is Vaith. Illyrian probably will vassalize to us. I would expect. Because we have far more men than they do already right now. And we'll be completely surrounding them. Lord Commander Quentin the Night's Watch has inherited the East Watch. Okay. East Watch by the Sea. Oh, outlaws. So it looks as though the former commander of East Watch by the Sea has actually become a deserter. He's betrayed the Night's Watch. What a fool. What a fool. Then again, that's quite far away from us. I'm sure we probably don't really know what's going on. They're coming over here, so how about you move back this way? Yeah, and actually you come down to here. 24th of June. They'll get there. Perfect. There we go. And who would lead the men? Do we need more commanders? We do need a commander right now. And we'll go with... Oh, Nymeria, of course. Yeah, we did pay to get her back. She did get captured last time, which could have been really bad if they'd have killed her. And in fact, we said, obviously, if we lose one of these, that's really horrible because we do need them to have kids. So what I'm going to do, we're going to send Byron. After the fear of almost losing my wife last time, let's try and be a bit more careful here. We don't need to send our best soldiers here. We know we outnumber them by quite a lot. This should be an easy job. This should be an easy war for us. There's no need to risk everything. The whole future of the Martells rests upon me and Nymeria's shoulders. And I can see here this is going to be interesting because these events have not been updated. Remember, these submods are new. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of refining to these submods, making them a bit more flavorful because, maybe add events and stuff. Because, for example, as Nymeria, I don't think there's an event chain for her to leave the Rhoynish lands and, kind of go around by sea until she gets to Dorne. I've heard maybe through the grapevine they might be adding some events, possibly, like in the Century of Blood. So that's something I'm hoping to see. We can see here this is pretty odd because history is a subject that has always fascinated you, and you've spent the last few weeks studying the campaigns of Princess Nymeria of the Roina. So I've been studying the campaigns of my wife. Okay. Well, I guess we could say that she's been teaching me. That's what we'll say. We'll say this event is basically my wife is kind of making me a better commander. She's teaching me what she has learned and she knows. There are many lessons to be learned from how she led her people to safety, eventually conquering. And okay, this part maybe she taught us how she led her people to safety. There we go. We get one more marshal. So I'm slightly better at her at leading men, but only slightly. She is still pretty amazing. And here we go. Okay, so Yorick of the Red March has declared a blood feud against King Franklin of the Stone and Sky. So these two actually have a blood feud going on. The Ironwoods and the Fowlers. We're gonna have to try and get them under our boot and make them both forgive each other, because they're gonna have to be good for us. And there we go. That's why I don't want to send them both into lead. We need babies. Thank you, Nymeria, for giving Mors this grand opportunity to bring our us together. These two great people. Obviously Nymeria, a lot of people might say, has the trousers in this marriage. She's she's pretty amazing. Her whole story and the character she is very amazing. A lot of people, I think, in Westeros look up to her. Quite well respected. But Mors obviously wasn't bad. He's still a pretty good leader. But I think, Nymeria is seen as kind of the star of the story. So, yeah. Poor Mors. But, she helped him to unite Dorne, so I guess he kind of got a lot from that relationship. And also, being married to... who would not want to be married to Nymeria? He must have been pretty good if she was willing to marry him. He must have been. There's no way she'd choose just anybody. The Trident has declared Riverland and Rosby de jure war over Rosby. So the Teague family wants to bring the Rosby king underneath the Riverlands. The Riverlands has expanded, A lot of time in history, the Riverlands was controlled by the Stormlands or by the Iron Isles. That's normally after, I think, this timeline. So after this point, later on, I think, the Teague family is betrayed. And I've forgotten who. Is it the Blackwoods or the Brackens? One of them, I think, betrays them to support the Durondons in controlling the Riverlands. I don't know. It's always Blackwoods and Brackens when it comes to the Riverlands history. They're always involved somehow. Okay, there we go. Salt Shore has actually quite a few defenders. Now, we could go and attack them. This is a desert. We probably could defeat them. Is there a river crossing? No. Even with the bad commanders, I feel like we'd still beat them. So we'll go on the attack. Those soldiers there can take it by themselves, so good job, Jourdain. Everybody lies. And the Courtiers and Sunspear are no exception. One of them dared to speak up and tell me I'm too cynical, and not everybody lies. Then I knew they all lied. After the commander told me not everybody lies, I almost started laughing. I told him that if he could prove that, I would start believing in mankind again. 20% he proves it to us. I don't think he did. Now, I do need to marry my courtiers together. You guys know I normally like to marry my courtiers together so their families can look after us for generations to come. Not these guys, though, because actually they all have pieces of land. So actually, no, not these guys. If they're courtiers of nothing, I would normally do it. Okay, fine. Fine, that's fine. You've all got stuff. You've all got families and stuff. There's nothing for me to do there. On the obligation. Dorne's in a state of war. Okay, so we've just been attacked. Declaration of war. Liss. What? Unbowed, unbent, and broken. Now, obviously, this is not the Valyrian Freehold. This is just Liss. A slave raid. So Liss is coming with 15,000 men. I don't know how we're going to stop them. We do not have 15,000 men. I need a second. Wait, I need a second. I did not expect this to happen. a slave raid. Mercenaries? How much money do we have? 131. I guess we could try and hire some mercenaries, maybe? We're going to need a lot of mercenaries, though. I guess it depends how many men they bring. They might only bring a few men at a time, so we might be able to just stop them as they come. Take a loan. 100 gold we could get. Search for a smith. The White Book. The White... Current members. Lord Commander Clayton Macy is in the King's Guard. What? There is a King's Guard. No, actually, there actually is a King's Guard. What? What is this? Blackwater Bay. What? He's actually independent. What is going on right now? Why do we have an independent King's Guard? See, I told you that there's definitely some bugs. Probably some things they need to work on. Possibly in the future. An interesting event to happen for sure. And I don't really know what to think of it. I don't know what to do with this information right now. Are they at war? No. Okay. We're just going to ignore that. We're just going to say he's... we're not going to say he's a King's Guard member, because there's no king from the Guard. He's just an exceptional warrior who wants to make a land with lots of good warriors. You know, kind of think like the Round Table. That's what he's doing. He's like Arthur. He's made his own place, and he said that he's a great warrior. He's a formidable fighter. We'll just take it something like that. But we're going to have to keep an eye out for this Lys army coming. Because I have no idea how we're going to deal with this. We can attack them there. Now, this is desert. There is a river. But I don't think it's from here, no. So we should be okay. But I'm very worried. Lys is here with 83 ships. How many men are they going to drop? 8,000 men. Okay, so we did defeat Vaith. Vaith has bent the knee. That's who we want to see, but I don't know what to do with the situation. They do have low morale, but by the time I get there, they'll have high morale. My prince, an enemy host, approaches intent on encircling the castle. What shall we do? The castle's impregnable. Send my family to hiding. Now, this is difficult. My wife is pregnant. We can't... She's seen the horrors of the Valyrian Freehold. We don't want to make them angry. We've only got 5,000 men. We can see right now we've only got about... Yeah, 4,000. I can't see us defeating Lys. They've got 8,000 men here right now. There's no way for Mors to be able to win this. I think we might just have to make peace. So, what? Surrender? No. What are you talking about? I already won. Yeah, I surrender. Okay, that's interesting. We'll be safest here. Yeah, send them into hiding, I think. I'll take my family and hide. It's only safe. I think, yeah, we're going to have to take our family to hiding. Because we can't have them capture my wife. Because she's pregnant right now. And we'll take her in as well. He's not a man to run away from a fight, but he knows that this is stupid. There's a difference between a man who's brave and a man who's stupid. And this is a stupid fight. There's nothing we can do right now. So we're going to go in the hiding. She's the regent, even though she's hiding. Or she should be hiding, at least. The Vaith currently enjoys the title of Queen of Vaith. However, she currently holds no legal right. I'll suffer no queens. She'll just have to be the Lady Paramount. I'm happy he got rid of his crown. Hopefully her crown will disappear as well. I'm just a bit upset about this, and the fact they won't even let us make peace. Let us make peace, please. I surrender. Take all the slaves that you want. To be sacked. Okay. So they need to actually occupy our province to be able to sack it for slaves. So they're not going to make peace until they get it. Rickon of the Dreadfort accepted the peace offer with the Boltons. So the Boltons have made peace. White Knife of the Greystarks looks like they got out of the war somehow. So the Bolton's been captured. No. White Knife Independence. Okay, looks like they lost the war, and he was going to give a very bad punishment to the Greystarks. So the Greystarks are not accepting it. So they're going to continue fighting with 1,000 men, and Mr. Bolton was beheaded on the orders of the king. Well, I mean, he was, they did betray the Starks, Not a surprise. And then Aeron Bolton does not have the Dreadfort. So he took the Dreadfort. He took all their lands. So the Boltons have lost all their lands. And the man who led the family lost his head. So Harlan Stark. Some people, I bet, are probably saying, that's something the Starks should have done a long time ago. I can imagine lots of people saying that. 15,000 men now, because they're going to lose attrition, which is nice, but doesn't really help me at the moment. What a silly thing. See, there's a problem in this time period, because Essos is basically extremely powerful, because of the free cities and, of course, the Valyrian freehold. It's going to be very difficult to be able to try and compete with them, unless we unite Westeros, which maybe we can do. That'd actually be kind of cool if we could unite Westeros. That could be it. Nymeria. We'll get revenge. We'll get revenge for the Dornish people. That's what this series will turn into. Yes, we'll unite Westeros, make a massive army, and one day we will go and attack Essos. We'll attack the Valyrian freehold and get revenge for the Dornish people. And we had a baby, Mors Martells, who got quick. Perfect. He got his traits from his mother. Very nice. That's exactly what we wanted to see here. Mors Martells. And we had a son, which is always lovely. That means the line is secure. Tame a dragon. I mean, I wonder if Mors Martells would be capable. I wonder if... Imagine Nymeria on a dragon. That is just fan fiction. That is perfect fan fiction right there. Fall in love. Expand around by Conquest. I mean, that's basically what he's been trying to do, so I guess we'll go with that. There's nothing I can really do against that army. We'll move further forward, but we know there's not. We can just watch on while they basically take our lands. Nymeria will put there. And Aemond or Ulrich? Ulrich's a little bit better, it looks like. Winter is coming. Imagine if the White Walkers came and they had to fight the Valyrian freehold. That would be amazing. If like the White Walkers take over the whole of Westeros and you have like Westeros White Walkers versus the Valyrian freehold dragons, that would be amazing. I'm sure that I think the Valyrian freehold would win with those dragons, but you never know. 10,000 men suffering attrition. Showers bring rumors of fire and blood. They say this girl now rides this baby dragon into battle. There's going to be a lot of that. Maybe once they take Sunspear, they will leave. We'll just have to, play like, we're willing to give up. But we know in the future, we'll get revenge. They've even followed my wife to here. And the Ironwoods have defeated the Fowler family and put him in jail. His son died in battle. The sister was put in jail by the Ironwoods as well. Okay. And you have no kids. And you're severely injured and one-legged. And your wife is not pregnant. So your heir is... There is another Ironwood, but he actually has no parents. Which is odd. I guess they needed to make some other Ironwoods just in case the Ironwood mainline died. I don't know. But there we go. Now will they make peace? Because there's no point continuing this war. There we go. It's just stopping us from being able to take over the rest of the places. There we go. We surrender. Take your slaves, Alyss. We'll get revenge. Don't you worry, Nymeria. We'll remember this. Not only did they destroy all your people and your kingdoms, but now they've followed you all the way here to Dorne. They are relentless. They will never give up. Technically, it was the Free Cities, not the Freehold, but, it's still part of the same collective. We'll get them one day. After being skillfully treated by my maester, my wife is feeling much better. Perhaps he is deserving of some praise. Mors, he's more of an angry guy, he's quite proud. Maybe he's too proud to say thank you? It doesn't look like he's the type of guy to say thank you. Yeah, he's merely doing his job. That's what Mors would think. But the wars are over. We should be... Yep, here we go. Let's take our men back. Reappoint the old council. 22nd of June they'll come back and we can delete them. Good. Now, Illyrian. Please. No, you still won't. She still won't. I guess we could try to increase her opinion. Yeah, I guess that's... Oh, he's got a 6, though. What the... What is this? Wait. Who is that? Who is this? I should probably check my counts if there's any interesting random characters who maybe started in our place. I don't think I saw any... Urim. Who is this? Who is this? He's a Brindleman. What is a Brindleman doing in my court? And very interesting image. Very interesting picture. He's a giant, apparently. But I'm very confused. Why he's a foreigner? You're in my land. Let's kick him out. Asked to leave court. Get out of my court. I don't want a Brindleman here. Oh, you know what? Mors would not be like that. Mors obviously was very welcoming to Nymeria and her people. We gotta let him stay as well. He's obviously, you know, maybe he joined Nymeria. Maybe Nymeria, when they sailed around, they picked him up, and he came with them. Yeah, we're gonna say that. we're gonna say that's how things have happened. But we'll make Meros of Gaston Grey our master of laws, and you can try to get them to like us. Are you good at anything? She's good at money. 13. Master of coin she could be, but it won't let me pick her. But that's fine. Anything else I can do? Call the court out of hiding. Probably a good idea. There we go, my son. We have a baby boy. The future of House Martell is looking very bright indeed. This dragon has escaped. A very powerful dragon to escape. Very powerful dragon indeed. Again, my wife has been teaching me about warfare, and it's allowed me to master strategy even more. I think next we're going to go for Brimstone. I want to leave Ironwood, Fowlers, and Danes last, and of course the Blackmonts because they're far away. They're kind of the three big kings I think of when I think of Dorne. If I was going to play this a second time, like play to unite Dorne, I'd probably play as the Ironwoods. Though I have to admit, King Vorian, the Sword of the Evening, he is pretty cool. I have to admit that. He's even with no nose. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the no nose makes him cooler, or does it make him less cool? Probably less cool. But also it kind of brings our realm together, get nice borders. So Mr. Dryland, you are allied to the Rosbys, but a non-aggression pact, so we should be okay. Vassalization? No. Well. I will de jure your lands then, my good sir. We go to war. They'll honor their obligations, of course. The people of Dorne will sing. We'll sing of these victories. And we've lost quite a few men due to the fact they took all those slaves. So that's very interesting. That's weakened us quite a bit, which could make it actually more difficult. Yeah, look at that. We get no people from Sunspear. All the people from Sunspear were taken away by Lys. Damn them. Okay, you guys stay there. We're going to need our allies to help us here. They're going to get defeated. So we'll split them up. 200 men there. Okay, the Queen of the Stormlands, the Estamont lady, just died. They had 2 kids, though. This child has grayscale. Ooh, what's his name? Baldric. His name's Baldric. That is amazing. Sorry, I'm a massive Blackadder fan. I have a cunning plan, sir. That I've never seen Baldric in this game. In fact, I've never seen someone in my whole life called Baldric. Never, ever. And it looks like they made peace. Rosby did lose. So that means Rosby is now underneath the Trident. The Trident is expanding its lands. But yeah, things like the King's Guard thing, obviously I say these submods were just released. Maybe in the future they'll be a bit tighter with the mechanics and stuff, and that could change some stuff, and we can keep playing in the future. You see the beautiful, new, enormous flagship. Archon Aemon. Pretty cool name. Who's Aemon? Oh, his father. Own a dragon horn. That is pretty nice. But yes, he named his new ship after his father. That's so nice. That's so nice, isn't it? What a good man. What a good boy. How about everyone just meet up here? Everyone meet up in Saltshore. We need to get as many men to go as possible. This is actually going to be a more difficult fight. Because obviously we did lose a lot of men to Lys. They took our people. We'll need to get stronger so they can never take our people again. We have to. Now, they've got 3,000 men just there. So we actually don't have enough men to defeat them. I should have checked that before I did the war. I didn't realize how many they would take. But, obviously, we can try and get our allies to come here. Okay, yeah, because that's my land. How about we get our men to go here, then? If they get their men there, we can meet up with them. And we do have enough men all together to be able to take it. So let's go to the Great Desert. Hopefully they do listen. These guys should be able to defeat that many men. And we'll put Byron there just in case. Because they've got low morale. He's got more men. If these guys join, obviously, I mean, they'll lose, of course. But it'd be very silly for him to move that many men just to save that many. Are they going to come? Arrive in the... I hate the ghost... We need to remember that. The Ghost Hills, it takes so long to move from there. But what is this? What is this? It has been hundreds of years since the clansmen have threatened the Vale with anything more serious than raids. However, word is spread of a king who has united the clans and has assembled a large band of warriors intent on taking the fertile lands of the Vale for himself. King Skudr Skudrid of the Mountain Clans. So there we go. He's going to try and take over the Vale. So what's going on in the Vale, obviously? It probably means the Vale was weakened. With all our men together, we should have more men than Brimstone, so we should be okay. If we take his 2 places, it shouldn't be too difficult. So Oswald, he has no wars right now, 13,000 men. He's not particularly a strong king of the Vale, though it looks like most countries don't have many men. Yeah, comparing it to what we normally see, they don't seem to have many men. Obviously, no, the war's over. It looks as though their attack on the Reach failed. Yep, so the Reach was able to defend itself. How many men does the Mountain Clansman have? Did I click on him? There we go. He hasn't got any men yet, but maybe he's trying to get people together. How many men do you have nowadays? 12,000 men. Who got Eastwatch? Marvin Longthorpe. So Marvin Longthorpe is now the new leader. Did he take over? It looks as though that traitor didn't get anything. No. And we can see here that King's House is actually underneath the Umbers. But Deep Den, led by the Crowls, and of course Driftwood Hall, led by the Stain family, they're actually both independent. They're not actually part of the North yet. And there he goes, declared his invasion with 11,000 men versus 18. The Mountain Vale does have the advantage there, but they have lots of lands for them to be able to take as well. But let's go. Let's get the best, because this is going to be a more difficult fight. We're going to put all our best people here. Me, my wife, and Byron. We should probably split... Okay, there's lots of soldiers in that. There we go. Get the biggest army in the center, led by yours truly. And there we go. Good. Laurie's a Blackheart peasant revolt has declared a peasant revolt against the Stormlands. Yeah, we have quite a few men here. My son, Ulrich. Not my son, sorry, just this random boy in our lands. Would I spend much on him? A proud man? Probably not, due to the fact he's not one of my kids. I'm probably like, oh, he's a low-born nobody. Ugh. Basic. Yeah, just give him some basic. I don't think he's a very mean person, obviously, but I'm not trying to play mean, but he's a very proud man. He's like, he's a low-born. Just give him some basic stuff. You know, enough that he can actually have an education, but not too much. We don't have much, especially because we don't have much money now. I try to take everything into account. Like, if we had tons of money, maybe then he'll be more like, you know what, I have lots of, I'm rich. Just give him a bit more. But right now, we're not. And I think we're going to end this part here, guys. So, I hope you enjoyed. We've now got Vaith and the Ghost Hills underneath us. The Jourdain family. And, of course, the Vaith family. Next, we're going to get the Dryland family underneath us if we can win this war. Hopefully, it goes our way. And we have this beautiful son, Prince Olimar Martell. Can we make him into a great leader of men? When me and Nymeria are gone, it's going to be difficult, you know, for him to be able to reach this potential. He's got a lot of expectations. Probably my wife should educate him when he comes to age, I would say. Yeah, Nymeria should definitely be the one to educate him because, you know, she is pretty good at a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'll see you next time. I've been NG Paradox, and can we unite Dorne and maybe one day get revenge for the loss of the Dornish people? Look at it. Destroyed. There are pieces here and there left of what remains of these lands, but these days, it's all gone. What a travesty. What a travesty of the ages. Maybe one day we can get revenge. Maybe.